Hello and welcome back to IM Movies. Most of the time, kids between the ages of 16 and 17 make mistakes, but certain kids make bad choices that result in the death of someone in a parking lot. Such kids end up in probation camps. At Kilpatrick camp, a kid named Roger Weathers attacks his rival gang boy Kelvin while sleeping, so Roger is forced to live in an isolation box. He is sleeping when Sean Porter arrives and starts hitting him with a newspaper to make him feel what it feels like to be beaten while sleeping. Sean tells Roger that he is a good boy.
You're a good kid, Roger.
And that tomorrow he will be back in his hood, but he needs to change his ways. Otherwise, he will die by age 21. Porter then leaves him alone, and the next day, Roger is seen with his cousin, Willie Weathers, and his girlfriend, Danielle, in his hood. The trio is having a great time together when two of their street gang members approach them and inform them about their recent issue with their rival gang, the 95. Although Roger and Willie are not willing to help them initially, they find no other choice and prepare to help their friends, due to which Danielle walks away. Rogers and Willie walk for a while when the 95 arrive in their car and open fire at them, resulting in the deaths of their friends. Somehow Willie and Rogers escape, but unfortunately, Rogers gets crushed and killed. Willie is devastated to see Rogers' mother mourning his death when Free approaches him and suggests he avenge Rogers' death.
For Roger.
Revealing the attacker's name, Click, and mentioning that he should care for his brother, who works at a store. At night, Malcolm meets Sean and breaks the news of Roger's demise, which saddens him, and he claims that they are not making any difference yet. Subsequently, Willie is headed towards his enemy's brother's store when Danielle tries to stop him, but in vain. Willie finds him at the store, but the man begs him to let him live as he has two kids waiting for him at home. Willie accidentally shoots at the shop owner and rushes away. He returns home when his mother proclaims she thought something had happened to him. Willie checks his mother's face and learns that her boyfriend has beaten her again, and when he argues with him, the man hits him and his mother badly. Willie loses his mind and kills the man. In the meantime, Sean wanders when he spots the kids playing football on the ground and thinks of a plan. He approaches Paul and Dexter the next day and convinces them to help him turn their criminal kids into a football team, and Hughes questions whether Malcolm is also involved in this. Malcolm replies that he finds no other suitable option as most of their kids return to jail after release.
75% of our kids end up back in jail.
When asked about the rival teams, Sean says he wants his kids to compete against local school teams. After that, Willie arrives at the camp while Sean is seen with his mother at the hospital, who is sick with an incurable disease. She is happy that her son is finally thinking about football coaching, but Sean doubts whether the kids will be willing to participate. In the evening, Sean starts the selection of the players when a kid named Junior insists on participating, but Sean doesn't allow him as he has been too violent earlier. Sean approaches Willie, and after learning that he is a cousin to Roger Weathers, Sean orders him to join the team, stating that he wants him to live longer than his cousin. After the team selection, Sean and Malcolm visit different local schools to decide about competing with their kids, but they all have differing opinions. Finally, they meet Mr. Torrance, and after learning that he works for a Christian school, Malcolm uses some verses from the Bible to persuade Torrance.
Be merciful, just as your father's merciful.
Mr. Torrance talks to his officials and delivers the good news to Sean and Malcolm. Sean gathers all the selected kids and tells them they are losers yet. Their choices have led them here, but they will be winners and are now a part of the Mustang team. He adds that the Mustangs are the real winners and reveals that they must follow him on the field. The Mustangs start training, and Sean keeps motivating Bates and others who appear weak. After a few days, Evans gets tired due to the heat and quits the team. Sean lets him go and orders others to go if they want to quit, but no one leaves. When all the kids are ready, Sean explains that they will be competing against the Barrington school team and are so good that they have lost only 5 games in the last 3 years.
They've only lost 5 games in 3 years.
The kids and Sean joke around when he hears a noise from outside and finds Junior mad. When asked, Junior reveals that he has missed his son's 2nd birthday and begs Sean to let him join the team as he is tired of messing up at everything and wants to prove himself. The next day, the Mustangs train on the ground when Junior tries to create a mess, but Sean stops him and orders him only to make contact once they get equipment.
No contact till we get equipment.
They continue their training, but this time Willie intentionally hits Kelvin, so they get into a fight. Sean makes them realize that they are fighting for reasons they are not well aware of and asks them to make peace, but the duo disagrees. Sean is then seen at Paul's office when Dexter appears with Willie's file, claiming they promised they wouldn't allow killers on the field.
We had an agreement, no killers on the football team.
C argues that he is there to take care of everything and leaves when Dexter considers football a source of his satisfaction because Sean used to be a football star during his college days. After that, when the kids ruin everything at the training, Sean gets mad at them revealing that they have only 5 days until their match with Barrington, and not allowing them to have water until they do everything right. Willie denies practicing without water, and his teammates back his decision after he quits. Sean is impressed that they have finally done something as a team, and lets them have water. Sean is taking his mother to the hospital when he informs her about the kids, saying they know nothing about hard work, but she replies that she has faith in him. Later, Sean and Malcolm surprise their team with the equipment, but most deny wearing the cups. As the kids start practicing, Madlock gets hit in the balls, so all the kids return to get their cups on, while Leon approaches Sean and laughs about the cup size. Sean tells him that Madlock may be unable to learn their methods, and asks him to focus on him. Later, Leon helps Madlock with his weaknesses when the duo is interrupted. Sean is sad that everyone has a visitor, but then Sean appears there with Danielle. Sean is delighted to see her, and as they start talking, Harami messes with Evans before his family, and disrespects Danielle while passing by. Willie loses his calm. Danielle leaves, proclaiming that he will kill him too, while Bates's mother also leaves him furiously. Sean looks at them, walking out angrily, so he approaches Bates, who claims that he wants his mother to love him.
I just want my mom to love me, you know?
Sean calms him, and to distract him, he mentions that he is thinking about using Bates as a receiver and orders him to start practicing. At night, Sean orders all the kids to write their letters and gets sad after going through Willie's letter for Danielle, in which he mentions that his mother has shifted to Oakland and doesn't want his little brother to be around him. The following day, the Mustangs practice when Junior gets hit during a tackle and is sent to the hospital. Everyone is sad for him, but in the evening, Sean informs his friends that he is fine and has a concussion and a broken disc. Following that, the Mustangs are practicing when Peavy tries to demotivate them, but Junior arrives and shuts his face. The team surrounds Junior, and he gets emotional, stating that he has missed them a lot and will be there to cheer them on during the match. Next, the Mustangs are prepared for the match, and leave when Sean spots Evans looking at them with tears in his eyes. Sean summons him and appoints him the equipment manager of the team.
We could use an equipment manager.
They arrive at the ground, and before the match starts, Sean motivates them to show the world that despite being prisoners, they can do anything. The match begins, and the Barrington school team appears to gain the upper hand on the Mustangs. Sean sends Leon to look after and change the game, but he informs his friends that he has played football and video games. He fails his team so badly that he decides to quit, but Sean stops him. The Mustangs keep losing points until the first half, which maddens Sean, and he gets furious at his team in the break. All the players lose their morals, and the Mustangs lose the match. Sean tries to talk to his team, and when they ignore him, he realizes his mistake and gathers his team. Sean apologizes to them for his behavior and tells them that the first match is always the toughest, and they are still a better team than them, but Willie quits. Sean meets his mother at the hospital and tells her that he has let his team down, and when he is on the ground, he sounds exactly like his father. Meanwhile, the kids discuss how Sean treated them on the ground, and they refuse to play further. Paul and Dexter call Sean into their office, and he asks them to let the kids tell him that they want to quit. After 2 days, everyone is stunned to see the kids on the ground, and Sean approaches them with Paul. The kids seem motivated, and when asked, Wiley reveals he is with his team.
With the team.
The Mustangs play another game against a club called the Bulldogs, but they lose due to Willie's mistake, which greatly infuriates him. Sean approaches him, appreciates him for his capabilities, and adds that he will only stop once he discovers his real potential. The next day, when everyone is practicing in the field, Sean appears in uniform and challenges Willie to push him out of the line. Otherwise, he will be considered a coward. Willie tries but fails many times, and then Sean motivates him and asks him to have faith in himself and that he is better than everyone. Willie gives his best and eventually pushes Sean back. Everyone, including Kelvin, is happy for Willie, and in the next match, Willie performs confidently, and Kelvin helps him score. After the team wins, Kelvin and Willie befriend each other and celebrate their victory. Mustangs enjoy their success at a pole, where they trick Sean and Malcolm into having fun with them. Next, when Paul approaches him, Sean is in his office and learns that Sean will miss practice as he has to visit his mother at the hospital. Sean notices that the kids are not on the ground, and when he reaches them to ask why, the kids offer him flowers for his mother and give him a letter signed by them, along with their best wishes for her. Sean gets emotional and leaves, asking them to prepare for the practice. Sean meets his mother, and after he shows her the letter, his mother reveals that she is very proud of him, just as his father is. Sean then claims that after a few hours, his mother passed away.
A couple hours later, she was gone.
And he kept her missing during the rest of his matches. Willie dedicates his touchdown to Sean's mother as promised, but Sean is sad for his mother. He informs Malcolm that he feels sad that kids do not have such a mother, and when asked about his father, Sean claims that he does not talk about him. After that, all the kids are very happy and inform their families about the changes in their behavior due to football. Sean reads Willie's letter, asking Danielle to reply as he has changed a lot. Sean notices the address and reaches to see Danielle. He meets her father, and Danielle realizes that her father has been hiding Willie's letters from her, as he does not want her to get involved with a gangster before joining the college. Still, Sean assures him that Willie has changed a lot and deserves a chance. After that, Free visits the camp and insists on watching the match, but Malcolm doesn't allow him, and on his way out, he threatens Kelvin after looking at his tattoo. The next time the match begins, Free is seen cheering for Willie, and after the Mustangs win, he tries to approach Willie, but starts a fight with Kelvin and shoots him in the shoulder. Before Free can kill Kelvin, Willie stops him, and Free gets killed in a police encounter while Willie rescues Kelvin. Sean is at the hospital when he gets the news that they have forfeited the playoffs, and Willie also loses his mind. He fights with his gang member and is sent to the box. At night, Sean meets him, and Willie is mad at him for getting him on the team. Sean makes him realize that he cares for his teammates and would rather save his enemy than his gang member. Willie gets sad when Sean tells him he is not used to winning and claims that his father considered him a waste of money and time. Sean tells him that his father was the same, but all they can do is forgive them.
Forgive him and move on.
On the day of their playoff match with the Barrington Panthers again, Willie and Bates are happy to see their loved ones on the ground to cheer for them. As the game begins, the Mustangs score first, but the referees consider it a foul due to no touchdowns. The Panthers again overpower the Mustangs easily, and Leon loses hope, but Sean motivates him. The Mustangs keep losing points until the first half, and at break time, Sean leaves them alone and informs Malcolm that they are ready for the second half. Willie informs his teammates how Sean has struggled to make them feel like winners and helps them regain their confidence. While leaving the resting area, the team is in high spirits, and Sean is happy to see them back. The Mustangs change the game in the second half due to Bates's and Willie's struggles, and even Junior jumps into action to help his team make the last winning point. Everyone is happy about the Mustangs' victory, and Sean claims that football completely changed kids' lives. Bates lived with his mother. Willie got a scholarship to play football for a boarding school away from his neighborhood. 3 of the kids got permanent jobs, and only 5 returned to jail, which is a better percentage than what had been happening earlier. Meanwhile, only 1 of them was killed on the street. Sean claims that nothing in his life has changed, and he is seen training the next batch as he trains Willie and his friends. Sean and Malcolm laugh at the kids making the same mistakes they encountered with the first batch, and the movie ends here. In the post-credits scene, we are shown clips from a documentary about Kilpatrick Camp, revealing how Sean Porter changed kids' lives at his camp and earned their respect. Thank you for supporting my small channel. If you like this video, share and like to help this channel out. Thanks for watching and see you at the next one.